No f***ing way. Oh my god, guys, I know you've heard the news. Not only is Dragon Ball FighterZ having another world tour, not only are we gonna be at EVO again, but there is gonna be another patch. I know that's all you guys care about. I know I could have just cut out the first two and you guys wouldn't care. Guys, this is crazy. Like, how many final patches have we had at this point? Like, honestly, you can't make this up, bro. We literally just keep getting more stuff. Honestly, I was satisfied with the previous patch. I was like, there's stuff that I don't like, but I'm fine. I've gotten more than enough over the course of this game's lifespan. I'm not gonna ask for more. That would be crazy. Okay, but again, I know that all you guys care about is the patch. So again, I know that no one knows what moves should be changed except me, so I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what needs to happen in the next patch. I've got 10 changes that need to happen in the next patch. But you know, guys, I wanna start off with something positive. Don't worry, I'll get to hatred later, but I wanna start off with a buff. And you might think I'm crazy, but it's a buff to Lab Coat 21. Okay, hold on, please let me explain. The first change I wanna talk about is not specific to Lab Coat, but it's specific to the barrier assists that both her and 18 have. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm basically just gonna be talking about 18 and Lab Coat's barrier assist as the same thing. Now, if you don't know, these barrier assists are basically more defensive than any other assist in the game. They don't actually have a hitbox. Instead, they'll act as a guard point if an opponent tries to attack you. And honestly, I think they're so fucking cool conceptually. Like, just to have a solely defensive assist. Now, there's a small problem with these assists, and that's that in most situations, they're less useful than just having an actual hitbox. But they are useful for a lot of unique things. One of them in particular, these are actually some of the few assists that you can call to beat a guard cancel. Guard cancels will go through any assist. So in order for an assist to beat guard cancel, it has to be guard point. Likewise, if any of you guys know Nappa's assist too bad, that can also beat guard cancel because it is a guard point assist. Now, first of all, I want to talk about some bullshit. If I am comparing these two assists, you'll see that Lab Coat spawns a lot further behind than 18 does, and that is not a small deal because the areas that they are guarding are exactly where they're shown with the barrier. So ironically, in a lot of situations, if you were to just call Android 21 barrier, it won't actually protect you from a lot. So a small change that I think is really necessary is for Lab Coat's barrier assist to spawn a little bit more in front of your character. But more importantly than that, the main reason why I have a problem with these barrier assists is there's just such a better version of them. Like, guys, honestly, I have no problem with the power level of these assists in a vacuum. But the fact that Android 17 has something so crazy in the game, if you want a barrier assist, there is no reason to choose 18. There is no reason. And that sucks because this is such a unique assist. First of all, you might notice 17's barrier spawns further than any of the barrier assists. It actually spawns the furthest away. And in some situations that can be bad because you guys can see from the back, 17 doesn't actually cover you, but most of the time your opponent is gonna be in front of you. But of course, the main benefit to 17 assist is you get an attack after a barrier, which is so much more useful because this is no longer solely a defensive assist. It is a defensive assist and an offensive assist. So all of the initial drawbacks that you get when you take 18's barrier assist of not having help with block strings, not having any help with combos, those are completely negated by 17. And they're not the exact same barrier. Like, I'll acknowledge 17 barrier does not last anywhere near as long as 18 barrier. But that is honestly just not enough. You do not get enough of a benefit from taking 18 barrier over 17 barrier. And I don't think that the characters need to be any more powerful, but barely anyone uses barrier assist with these characters. And I do think it would be nice for the power level of these kinds of defensive assists to be a little more streamlined. And you know, I'm sure giving these assists a hitbox afterwards does probably seem a little scary. Lab Coat could have like her stomp, obviously not as low. 18 would probably have to have like an actual normal, like 5M or something. This is a change that I think wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm sure all the 17 mains wouldn't like it because it would suck for them. But the way normal barriers work in the game is you can't cancel out of them just on whiff. They have to connect with something, and then you can cancel into a move. 17 is a little different. He can do a hit after his barrier if he does EX barrier, but even his normal barrier, he can't cancel it unless someone hits him first. So I think even that would be a nice homogenized change for these barrier assists. They can all have a hitbox, but it can only come out if someone hits the barrier, just like how they work with the actual characters. Okay, but honestly, that is the change that I feel the least strongly about. Let's get into the second change. Man, I know you guys are gonna think I'm biased. Listen, I promise this has nothing to do with the fact that I've been learning Yamcha. I guarantee the change that I'm gonna suggest for him, I would suggest in any circumstance. And that's because the change is more conceptual than anything. Guys, I think it is insane that this is supposed to be impressive. Okay, first of all, Yamcha's supers do some of the lowest damage in the game. And it used to be such a unique aspect of his character that he could combo from his level 1 into his level 3. But I'm just telling you, this aspect of the character has been power crept out so much. Not just because there are other characters who can meter dump so much better and so much more efficiently. Like characters are doing level 3s into level 1s, they have level 5s. Some of them can just do as many of a super as they want. Some of them can just meter dump perfectly now. Fucking Hit can select his exact amount of damage that he wants to do. But what's so sad is that they gave Yamcha's gimmick to every character in the game. Now, if you're playing an anchor character, you can just do level 1 into level 3 at any point in time. And this is something really important I want to talk about. I do not mind that Yamcha is weak. But what really frustrates me is now he's less special. Like, this used to be such a cool Yamcha thing. He can do level 1 into level 3, and you know, he has to do like a specific super thing where he makes the ball shoot you up and then back to the ground so he has enough time to do his level 3 afterwards. Like it wasn't that hard, but it required a little bit of skill. And that's the biggest thing that frustrates me, is getting rid of what makes certain characters special. Another change that I really disliked in this game was when they made base Goku's Spirit Bomb just something you could combo into with any level 1 super in the game. And that's not because I'm against base Goku being more powerful of a character. I just hate when they take away from what makes a character unique. Like, in my mind, that made base Goku such a special character because you had to create a team that could pair well with Spirit Bomb. And that was just an extra thing you had to take into account with team building. And it was really unique and cool how certain supers would combo into Spirit Bomb and certain supers wouldn't. I don't know, maybe you guys like that it's now a universal thing where every character can combo into it, but I think it's lame. So what change would I give to Yamcha? Anything? You know, it might be cool if he could chain his level 1s together, but honestly, I really doubt that they would do that. It might be cool if you could spend extra meter to do more hits of this, especially because this move is so cool. It's like a super where you can control it, you can make it come from any direction, but there's just not much application for it. Like, would it really be terrible if Yamcha could do like 7 for an extra bar or something? Give him something, just give him some pizzazz. Because this super is honestly really fire. And the fact that you can combo into your own level 3 is also super fire. But it's just not unique anymore, especially because you're probably going to be playing Yamcha Anchor anyway. Yay guys, now you don't even have to do the technical thing. You could just mash it out and then it works for you. Like I said, this one isn't personal. I just hate when they take away what makes a character special. Okay, next character. Boom! Everyone's so happy that I'm talking about Gogeta 4. Now, what I want to talk about with this character is this fucking move, dude. Oh my god. I actually think it's really interesting. In the patch where they chose to nerf Android 21's Lariat, they did something where they made it unsafe on block. And that's really interesting to me, because in my mind, this shit is just a better Lariat. Now, obviously, this is something that would be air moves and anything that had Ki Blast properties. And I'm not even gonna mention how you can actually negate the nerf to this move by Tiger kneeing it. It actually becomes safe on block, but that's neither here nor there. Obviously, this move has some downsides in comparison to 21. For one thing, it doesn't just beat out Super Dash. And as you guys can see, it doesn't actually go full screen. It almost does, but not quite. But unlike 21's Lariat, this doesn't just beat Ki Blast. It beats all fucking projectiles in the game. So, there's almost nothing you can do to stop Gogeta 4 from getting in on you. And not only is this move safe on block, it recovers pretty quickly on whip. So you can go pretty fucking ham with this move. And while you do get a combo off of Lab Coat 21's Lariat, like you do most Lariats in the game, unlike those, you actually bring them back to the ground when you do this move. Which means you don't just get a small combo from connecting with this move, you get your full B&B off of this. Takes half your health. Can even add this little bit of optimization, which I actually think is really cool, like I can't even lie. So, is it really too much to ask for this to be a little bit punishable? Either on block or on whip, making this have a little bit more recovery? Is that too crazy to ask for? I don't know, maybe. Next change. Boom, no, another buff. Okay guys, be honest with me. Did hit really need a meter penalty? Like, I understand it for some of the fusions, even for Lab Coat 21. Like, meter wasn't her thing, but I understand them trying to tone the character down a little bit. Guys, no one was complaining about hit building a lot of meter. Like guys, whenever I see a hit player do this combo, I honestly just feel bad. Like, this is pathetic. A bar? Seriously? Yeah, there's not very much to this change. I don't think it needs a meter penalty. He doesn't even have combos. Okay, well, here's one of the ones you guys are probably already expecting. So I'm sure this choice doesn't surprise anyone. If anything, you might be surprised that this isn't higher on the list. Obviously, I'm talking about GT Goku, Reverse Kamehameha, and I do think this move is crazy, don't get me wrong. It is an amazing neutral skip. You know, you can ignore a lot of threats, and you even get a combo off of this move. Very crazy. You know, it's a super versatile move. You can even do an actual projectile after this. That's crazy. But that's not what I want to talk about. Guys, what the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? No one can convince me that you should not be able to consistently anti-air this. It's crazy because it'll be invincible to the move because, you know, it's an air move, but you'll just have a guard point that protects you from getting hit anyway. And sometimes you'll just go through an anti-air with your aerial. Like, that doesn't make sense, come on. But honestly, this move isn't that crazy to me on its own. It's just the fact that you can't 2H it. And that seems like such necessary counterplay to the move. Like, I think it's crazy that it's just a guard point that's immune to like all things. But that's not the biggest deal to me. The biggest deal to me is that you can't use 2H as counterplay. Like, this one seems obvious. I think you should be able to anti-air this move. Okay, next. Guys, fuck Master Roshi. I said it. Now, if anyone is saying Master Roshi, what has Master Roshi done? Guys, if you don't know, oh my god. This move is fucking crazy. Do you guys know about this move? First of all, what is this move? If you don't know, it is a frame 1 anti-air and frame 1 low crush. And it puts you airborne, so it's immune to grabs. You get a full combo off of this, and it's completely safe. And this shit is so fucking fast. But do you understand what that means? That a move is frame 1 anti-air and frame 1 low crushes, and it's safe on block? That deadass means that Master Roshi is just immune to certain 50-50 setups. Like, there are certain situations, like, I'm sure you guys know, Gogeta will do his level 3, and it doesn't matter if I go for a high or a low after this. Master Roshi 22H is just immune to both of them. And even if I were to safe jump this, it's fucking safe on block. Now, there is counterplay to this. One thing certain characters can do is an option select where you do back S after you do your safe jump. It depends on your character. Certain people will just do a ki blast after this. Gogeta 4, for example, will do this ki blast, and then you can, like, get hit. The problem is, Roshi just also has a frame 1 guard point. So, I don't know if this is, like, a hot take or anything, but I genuinely think that Roshi has the best defense in the game. Like, he can do things that no other character can do because he has a move that is a frame 1 anti-air, frame 1 low crush. And, I don't know. You guys think Master Roshi needs to have a frame 1 anti-air, frame 1 low crush that he gets a full combo off of that is safe on block? Do you think he needs to have that? Do you think it needs to be 8 frame startup? and also immune to left rights. Oh no, I know what the fuck I need to show you guys. You guys ever heard of a fucking 4-way mix-up before? Because Master Roshi has not. Because his move is a 2-2 input, it is immune to cross-ups, and because it hits on both sides, it does not matter where you try to hit Master Roshi in a 4-way. Whether you do a same side high, a same side low, a cross-up high, or a cross-up low, this move just beats all of the options. And that's not to say that you can't bait this out. Like, obviously, there are things where base Vegeta will, you know, do his EX rocket kick, and you can do that to counter this. Like, there is counterplay to this move. But do you understand the value of fucking beating a 4-way mix-up with one move? That's crazy. Am I making sense? Maybe you guys don't see it that way. I think it's crazy. So what would I change for this move? Maybe make it punishable on block. Maybe make it punishable on fucking whiff. Guys, this shit recovers so fast. Like, seriously. Do you think that was too slow of a punish? Seriously. Haha, guess who we're talking about now? It's Beerus. Guys, this is so fucking easy. Beerus, for one, should not be able to do this. DP into level 3. Beerus 2 should definitely not be able to do this. I don't care how you do it. DP into level 1 super, into level 3 super, into you getting a mix-up. I don't care. I don't care. I think it should probably not be in the game. I don't care how you do it. If you think this should be in the game, I don't want to insult you, but I hate you. Okay, who's he talking about next? Oh, fuck yes. It's Blue Vegeta. This is another one where I ain't gotta say much, guys. Do I really have to explain why that should not be in the game? I mean, this move is crazy enough as is. I don't know if you guys know how fast the fucking Air EX1 is, but it's deadass unreactable. Obviously, the distance you do this can change the timing of it hitting. Like, if I do it from back here, it's 22 frames. But dude, this shit is so fucking fast. And even if you react or predict it, there is a chance you just get hit anyways. Like, really? What were they worried about? It's not like people are gonna be able to react to this move. Yeah, I'm sorry, I maybe this is a hot take, but I think you should be able to anti-air aerial moves. Like, seeing him have the invincibility and then just not doing anything is so sad to me. I'm sorry. Realistically though, this is something that you can beat out more consistently if your 2H is delayed enough. And like, it is really consistent. You can do this with consistent timing. So I think there is good enough counterplay to beat this move, but that's not the point to me. The point is that I don't think anti-air should ever lose to an aerial like this. Like, that just does not sit right with me, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is another one that I'm sure you guys were not surprised to see. Next! Guys, this is a really important one to me. I cannot handle, this is just wrong. This is just wrong. Guys, this is just wrong, I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to say? They took, I hate taking away character unique things, but no one can convince me this was not an accident. They took away Ginyu Body Swap. They took away Ginyu Body Swap. They took away Ginyu Body Swap. What else do you want me to say? I'm pretty sure Ginyu should have Body Swap back. Not this stupid ass anchor kind of, I mean, this is cool too. Like, he can keep this. I think it's cool that he can just combo into it with his level 1 into level 3. But like, really, Ginyu should have Body Swap. I'm sure none of you will disagree with me on this, because Ginyu should have Body Swap. Okay, but I guess I should explain for those of you who don't know. Ginyu used to be able to combo into Body Swap by doing it after using Goldo, because it's like kind of a different hit. It just staggers the opponent. And the thing with Body Swap is you can't combo into it if the opponent is in hit stun, and that's why you can use Goldo, is because it staggers them. But in the most recent patch, they took that out of the game, and it wasn't in any of the patch notes. It was a shadow nerf. A lot of people like me just think it was an accident because it's the same patch where they allowed Ginyu to do level 1 into level 3. So, I mean, it is possible that they just wanted this to be the case, but I don't believe that. And even if that's true, I do not want that. I want Ginyu to have Body Swap.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
It's perfect sound. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could all see this coming from a mile away. Perfect attack is probably the most crazy move in the game right now. Out of all of the moves to get added invincibility, this shit is insane, dude. Like really, it's an invincible 4-frame. It is completely unpunishable, gives you a mix-up, and kills you instantly if it hits you. And it hits from so far away, it lets you win neutral so easily, and it is still a frame 1 anti-air. So, I mean, what do you want me to say? It could not be a frame 1 anti-air, could not be a 4-frame, could not be a TOD starter. Like, if you at least took away one of the insane properties, the move would still be broken. Like, if it wasn't a TOD starter or a frame 1 anti-air, it would still be such a crazy move. But does it need all of those aspects in one? Anyways, I'm saying all this. These moves probably are gonna remain unchanged, if I'm being perfectly honest. That's what I think. I don't think these are gonna be reverted changes. I think my list is amazing, but let me know if you guys have any different opinions on things that need to be changed in the patch. I honestly don't think much needs to be changed. Like, I'm fine with most of the game. But yeah, maybe there are some things I missed. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm so fucking hyped to have another patch, bro.